So last night, I only did it for like an hour because I was really tired. Dude, that Star Wars game is freaking awesome.
I told you. It's
Dude,
great, man.
dude. So I like load in and I'm looking and it's like you got all 9 episodes, right? And it's like
Yep.
the default wants you to start with New Hope because that's and I was like, no, 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 we're going all the way to the Phantom Menace. And I start off and it's exactly like the movie. Like, it's you start off on the ship and it has space combat and it's free flight. You can go anywhere and there's lasers and explosions and so
Yep.
I did that and then I got to what is the name of the Gungan city? Um, I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
I got there and then I realized that it's this massive place with all sorts of the blue blocks you can find that are like give you the abilities. And I just got lost for like 45 minutes getting like all these side quest blocks and everything else before I finally just
There's
did the quest line and got to Naboo and I'm supposed to rescue the queen and I was like, no, that's enough. I gotta stop.
there's too much. Like Josh and I
Yes.
literally stick to the main
Yes.
story and just do the main because like otherwise we'll never finish the level because there's so many things to do. And
Yeah,
then like you can go back
yeah, that's the thing.
and
It
like
tells you. It's like come back in free mode when you have more characters to unlock all these chests. And I'm like, who the
and,
fuck has time to like?
yeah, and when you go to the next planet, like while you're in space, you can do side quests there too. You can choose which planet you go to and
Oh
go do
no.
different. And
Oh
oh
man,
yeah,
that's too many options.
oh it's and you get abilities for your dudes,
That's the
and
thing. I unlocked like and I was
yeah,
unlocking abilities and like, oh man. So here's a question I have because maybe you've played it a little bit longer than I have. You know the abilities you can lock. It says it's for like the Jedi ones, right? You can pick.
right,
Those are only for Jedi characters, right? Not for
yes,
anybody. Okay,
yeah,
that's what I
force.
thought.
You have like force wielder abilities. You have like blaster character
Yeah,
abilities,
yeah.
so on
Okay,
and so
okay.
forth,
All right, all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I was overwhelmed with options.
And the
Um,
graphics are really cool. Like,
Dude, it looks really good. And like all the voices now, because it's all like narrative. And it's the guys it's like all the voice actors from the Clone Wars.
yep.
Yeah, I only played for an hour and was like, oh, I'm coming back tomorrow. So as soon as we do this, and I'm gonna go do my morning walk, and I gotta do some video production for tomorrow. But as soon as that's done, I'm logging in. Yeah.
It's good. See, we started with New Hope. We went old school.
Be careful.
It's awesome. That's all I know. And I'm finally getting good at I streamed like three more than three. It was more like 4 hours yesterday of Call of Duty. I'm not so good at the battle royale, but the DMZ part's a lot of fun. Um, so when you get your Xbox, we got to do that together because it's free, so you don't have to. Um, although on your internet, getting it downloaded would be the struggle
Yeah.
bus.
Yep.
Because it's like 90 gigs or something.
Jiminy Christmas.
It might not be just for the
What
Warzone
can I
part.
do for you?
It's the part like I was talking to the guys at the game
For
store. I'm
your
like, I
lives.
have an internet or a data cap, and they're like, yeah, we have a lot of people, and that's why that business stays in business because people can't play the newest and latest games because of
Hmm,
internet.
northwest of here. Oh well, we gotta go do turn-ins over here anyway. It looks like. Yeah, the data cap thing, man. That's not cool.
Hey, wait. It says I have a quest from this person over here.
What? Who has a quest? Oh,
Would
he totally has quests now.
Greetings. For the Alliance, King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
Oh, well, those are just south of us. It might as well. Oh, and then there's another quest down in the south. Jesus. All right. Well, let's Fuck these. Yeah, it doesn't matter. These are just south of here, so we probably should just go do them.
But see, I've played all the other Star Wars Lego games too, though. So like, you have the original trilogy, and then you have the prequel trilogy, and then you have the Force Awakens. And this game is like the levels are completely different
Oh wow.
than those games. So like, they built an entirely new game. Like,
That's pretty impressive to think that they just built it all from scratch.
I don't know if they built it all from scratch. You know, they may have had stuff on file that they were able to be like, okay, here's the level, but like everything's completely different. Yeah. Because when we logged in, I was like, oh, we'll be able to blaze through this. Because I was like, you and I have these, levels memorized. And we get in, and I'm like, these are not the same. He's like, no, they're not.
Well, I'm really impressed. It's
It was worth the $70 that I paid for it. I'll say that.
well, especially yeah, because it's something you guys get to do together. Like that
Yeah.
for me is worth its weight in gold.
Yep. No, I was so excited because I don't have any PlayStation 4 games that we can play together. Like, other than that. Oh, and Force Awakens, but that was Lego Star Wars already, you know.
These are huge. They're like giants or something.
We're also dwarves.
that's, that's true. Out of the way, Peck. Oh, jeez. That's funny. Oh, were there some? Sorry. Home ownership, man. Like, one thing after another. So,
Yep.
thought we had our budget set for the month and took out the
Oh
money that we
no.
thought we needed,
Yeah.
and so this won't come down. I'm just gonna ignore her. She's not coming down. So the air conditioner they have, it's a mini split, so that they have like a wall
Yep.
mounted unit. Well, pretty sure. So just maintenance. It needs maintenance, right? All the machines need maintenance, and some stuff you can do on your own. Well, I don't have tools, right? I don't have a ladder. I don't have all these things, and it's like it is dripping from the inside,
Oh.
which means the drain pan. So Chris
Yep.
and I went out there and we were looking at the hose that comes out of the wall and like hit it. It was full of nasty. It's like 8 months of water drainage, right, in a humid
Yep.
atmosphere. So there's algae and other stuff. So we start like kind of knocking the tube around, and like viscous stuff just starts kind of like falling out of the drain tube as we're
Yep.
messing with it. So it's like all the buildup from 8 months is kind of sliding out of the tube, but it can't come out. It can't slide out of the drain pan that's inside of the unit. So that
Yeah.
drain pan apparently is full and is clogged up. So it's still draining outside. Like there's still water coming out of the outside drain pipe, but it's not completely draining, and so it's starting to come out on the inside because that drain pan is full. And it's like, son of a. So now we're trying to find somebody who can come do maintenance on it.
What are we supposed to be doing here?
We're looking for flame imbued talismans and
I got.
thinning the ranks. Yeah, they're rare drops apparently,
Yeah, apparently.
and we need to kill
that sucks.
12 of them.
So yeah, you need to like pop that unit out.
Yes. So
And
it's if I had the well, it's not even just a matter of having the tools. Like I watch YouTube videos, and the problem is there's like 20 different models,
Oh yeah.
and taking out the screw, you got to know which screws to take out, and then not only is it a matter of taking out the screws, it's also, well, if you take out the screws, you're not supposed to take the whole unit off the wall. You're just supposed to like take the face off and then access the back. And like all the pros that I'm watching on the internet who have how-to videos, they've all got like these little air compressor things. And then once you've got it all disassembled, you drain the drain pipe, clean it out with a toothbrush or whatever. But then they have like a air compressor that they hook up to the drain tube and just
Blow
shove
it
all
out.
that viscous crap out. And one guy actually cuts up little foam, like popcorn foam, and
Mhm.
like puts a couple of them in there, and then uses the air compressor to shove those down all the way through so that it like rotor roots it all the way out. And I was like, I don't have all that shit. Like, I've got a screwdriver, man. So yeah,
Cut up some crap and then be like, "Here, Chris, blow on this really hard."
well, that's what I did yesterday. I blew on it from the other end because I was like, well, if I can at least clear it from this end, maybe it'll.
We had to
Uh,
do that. We had to do that with ours. It got the drain pipe got plugged, and
yep.
like literally the laundry room was flooding, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What the crap?" And I figured out it was the drain tube. It had gotten lodged. Something got lodged in there, And so I had to call the maintenance guy, the AC guy, and he came out and he's like, "Yo, yeah, he's get plugged every once in a while." And that's literally what he did is he just pulled it apart and just blew on it as hard as he could until it finally went. And it was just once it went, it was like, whoop.
Yeah,
He's like,
that's
"There you go," and I was like,
50
"Damn,
bucks.
I could, yeah, I could have done that."
Well,
But
that's Chris literally told me. She said, what we need to do is we need to hire the person, and when they're here, we need to watch every single thing they do and like record video if we can, so that we can do it next time. And I was like, I fully agree because I don't want to have to like I could totally do it, but I don't have a step ladder, right? And I don't have like I have all my screwdrivers and stuff, but it's the not knowing how to do it the first time, and I don't want to break the air conditioner because
oh yeah, fuck, because that was like $1,100,
oh no, it wasn't
wasn't it?
quite that much. No. It was
Oh,
like
okay.
300 and
Oh, okay. Maybe that was with installation. Maybe
no,
that's what
even
I'm.
with installation, no. But you're probably thinking the entire. Yeah, that may have been what it was for the entire electrical, because we
Everything.
did everything at that one time.
Yeah. Yeah, but even still, $300. I mean, like you
Yeah,
gotta
I'm not spending
pay for
300
that.
bucks right now. It's like no.
To say you could just be a good old American boy and be like, my AC's broken, throw it away and buy a new one.
Shit. I got my talismans, by the way.
I need one more.
Apparently, we still need. Oh, my nose. I finally was able to get new ammo because I dinged 75, so it's much more DPS.
Much more better.
Yeah. Skinny told me yesterday he's going to join us on Thursdays.
Oh, cool.
And he
I like
wants,
Skinny. He's
and
a
he
very
wants,
cool dude.
yeah. Oh, he's pretty cool. He's been sending me stuff because he had like the cyberpunk tabletop stuff, and he's into all the same shows that I'm into. And
Ah, there it is. There's my talisman.
all right, we should be done with both these quests, yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't remember what the other one was.
Killing the male components of
I
those.
think yeah, thinning the ranks.
Yeah. So at the very least, even if we don't do anything else, we can continue questing on Thursday nights, and we'll let Nathan Maduros know. Maduros is moving. Him and his wife
Oh,
are moving up to the mountains on the 27th, so he's been all sorts of like. It's a 3-hour drive from where they live, so they've been driving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So
well, that's cool to move to the mountains, but
it's
hopefully
not
we can
mountains.
get
It's
internet.
the it's some blue something mountains. I forget what they're called. It's like 2,500 feet elevation, so it's not like big mountains.
Oh, okay. But yeah. Need help.
Use Flamebringer to defeat Thane Torvald.
For the Alliance.
Oh, that's back down there.
There you go.
Back and kill a named.
Ride the dragon.
Oh, you're right. I should read the quests.
Once you have Flamebringer under your control, search the tops of the towers of Ultron for the Thane and show him no mercy. So we kill somebody, but I think we have to ride the dragon.
Yeah, it says we have to. The Thane's favorite mount is an unruly proto-drake. It's kept in the western part of the Voldroom, but with talismans. You should be able to control it long enough to use it against the Thane. So we're about to maybe ride a dragon.
That's exciting.
Oh, we gotta go up in here. I forgot. I'm just gonna train. Alright, what are we looking for? Western part. Well, I see him up top, but I sure as shiznizzle don't see a dragon anywhere. They said western part of Old Dune.
Down here.
Oh, did you find it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I totally. I see it now. Or do we both have to do it? Nope, we both get versions. What are our abilities? Inflict. Alright, gotta fly up.
Man, using his mount against him.
Too far away.
Poor guy.
That spell isn't ready yet. I need to get closer. I can't cast that yet.
Oh, you died.
That's still recharging.
I
That
did?
spell
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't
shit.
ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
I was watching my dragon's health, not my
Oh
health.
shit, he respawned. He
Can't cast that yet.
What the hell? This quest
That spell
sucks.
isn't ready yet.
I don't like these kind of quests.
Alright, I'm
It's
taking
dumb.
damage now.
Well, yeah, I was taking all of them before, apparently. It's funny.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Good thing is you can kind of, I think you can Oh shit! I hope you get here so you get credit.
I can't cast
I'm
that yet.
coming.
That spell isn't ready yet.
But don't wait on me. I can kill him again.
Oh man. So you have to get out of the way of his volley. That's one thing's for sure.
Well, you can stun him.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, and it's gonna be a close fight, dude.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Coming as fast as my short little dwarf legs will let me.
Stun him! Stun him! Go, 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 go! Yeah! Woo! Did you get credit?
Yeah, good job.
Alright, I'm almost dead. My dragon's like almost toast. Let's see.
Let's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Whew. Survived! So Chris butchered our last rooster last night.
The one that was being mean.
Yeah. He went the way of the chicken soup.
Delicious.
I'll tell you what, dude. I take a video and send it to you. That hen is apparent. She seems to be doing well, and I don't understand how she recovered from that because
I mean, chickens are weird, dude. I don't know. Like, I mean, I think they just heal super fast is what it amounts to.
cause she literally has like a 3x4 hunk of like skin just hanging on her side now. It's just hanging there like an empty bag, like a purse. And then she has like exposed like flesh, and
Yeah.
it's like cured over. It's like all dried up and cured over, and she didn't. And it's like I don't know how she survived that. Like, yeah, we put alcohol in it like for 3 days in a row, but there was nothing we could do. It's like we can't, we cleaned it as best we can, but we can't give her surgery or anything like that,
Yeah.
I can't stitch her up.
No, I don't know. You don't really stitch.
I told
Is that-
Chris at that point, as much as it would cost to take this stupid animal to the vet, I'd say
Oh, you just
butcher it.
you just
like,
eat it. Yeah, you just eat it.
Eat that
it's a
one.
chicken. It's a chicken.
It's not a pet.
I mean, you
you
get
know?
you get attached to all your animals because like it was terrible when Josh's chickens all died. You know.
That's what I told Chris. It's like, as easily as we just took care of Frank, he was being naughty. I was like, you're always yelling at the cats. Your next step is I'm gonna walk in here one day and there's gonna be cat tacos.
Yeah.
You're gonna
She'd
be
I
like,
had enough of you.
uh,
Little cat skin rugs all over the house.
they are being quite obnoxious. It's ugh.
How's your pig shit cat? Is he still stinky?
That finally went away. I
Oh my
honestly think, I think he probably, yeah. If I had to guess, what probably happened is he was probably exploring, and he got
Fell off
scared.
the fence or something.
Yeah, or somebody threw something at him, and he fell off and landed in a big old pile of pig shit. Because it was like, it was a double fist portion of his back and shoulder that was just covered in it. Because I was like, I don't see the neighbor lady reaching down and chucking pig shit at him, and he's not gonna go roll in it. Like, those pigs have been there for, the whole time they've been alive, and they've never gone and rolled in the pig shit. What was that quest? Say hello to my little friend. Eastern Coast. Holy crap, that's a long way away. Well, we have another quest at Silverbrook, so. All right, we can do the Silverbrook turn in. Yeah, and he hasn't come back smelling like that again, so it was just that one day. Man, that neighbor. Somebody had told us today they think that she has something wrong with her head, but I think that may
Oh,
just be the neighbors being neighbors because
sure.
everyone hates her because she burns plastic trash like every 3 days, and it just gets into everybody's house, and like she did it yesterday, and it's like, come on. But it's just fucking poor people that don't want to spend money on trash bags, you know?
Yep.
And it's really frustrating because it's like we want to be outside working on projects, and it's like trying to work on the chicken coop, but all of a sudden here's a face full of plastic smoke. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna stand out there and work in that.
Ugh.
Um,
Yeah.
and everybody hates her because of that. They've all signed
Later.
petitions
You need
and
something?
given them to like the city, and the city doesn't do squat.
City's like, we don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. No one's getting paid enough to take care of that shit.
You gotta get like $500 and go find the right
It literally, it would be
police
yes,
person
yes,
and be like, hey,
yes.
hey man.
Take care of this for me. I just got another quest up here that you can get, dude. It's gonna have us like harvest some plants.
Oh yay, my favorite WoW quest. Plant harvesting.
The only thing I wish that um, brain fart. I wish that Star Wars game was co-op, like multiplayer, like, because it's only co-op locally, and I'm like, no, it's
Well,
sad
especially
face.
since they brought it to Xbox now, like it'd be really cool if it was cross-platform. Cause
It
like
is
if we could,
cross-platform because you could do cross-platform with I think with between Microsoft, like if you have it on the PC versus I think I maybe need to look that up. Oh, here's one right here.
I got it first. Yeah.
Oh man.
But that'd be super cool. Like if we could have like 3 players, and like me and Josh
Yeah.
and you played. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, I was pretty stoked with them. I
Cause
gotta
Faith
say,
likes the Lego games, like, cause like the Harry Potter one. I don't know if you and Chris are into Harry
mm,
Potter. I know you are, but I don't know if Chris likes Harry Potter. But the Harry Potter Lego games are really, really good too. Cause like you can cast spells, so instead of having force powers, you have spells, and
nice.
yeah, they're pretty fun too. And Faith will play those with me.
Yeah, $70 for the new games is. I paid $70 for God of War, and I am getting my money's worth out of
That's
that
the
game.
thing. Like I had no problems paying. I think I paid 70 for Zelda Breath of the Wild. Like when it came
Yeah.
out, I had no problems. But like Mario Kart, okay, it's Mario Kart. I've played it. Like it's a good game. We have fun as a family. Like I use it, but like was it really worth, $70 or whatever I paid? I don't know, cuz I've played it before. It was Mario Kart 8. I played it on the Wii, I think. But I still need one more.
See you
What the hell?
later.
Like Halo, I don't know. Halo's pretty good. It might be worth $70.
Uh,
No?
I think Halo's worth $70.
Okay.
Because there's the multiplayer if and I stress the if you're going to play the um the multiplayer stuff, I think it's worth it. Like the co-op and the multiplayer, because the single player storyline is fairly short. I want to say it was like 12 or 15 hours.
Well, that's
S-
that's about as long as Halo 4 was.
Right.
I mean, no, Halo 4 was only 8 hours, I
Yeah,
think.
it's like I think it's like 12 to 15. I don't remember how many I get out of it. It's a decent sized campaign. Take about a week if you're playing every single day. Um, but it's the multiplayer and the battle pass and then the co-op now. Now that they finally added the co-op last month, so I think that makes it $70. I didn't have to pay for it because I have Game Pass, so
Right,
it's
right.
part of my subscription. I was shocked that And that's why I've kind of given up on. I suppose there is the, you're supposed to be a streamer on YouTube. You should be buying all the new games and playing them. And it's like, dude, I can't afford to do that. Like, it's $70 a pop, and these games come out like every week. There's a new game, and it's like
Yep.
my revenue is not that good. Also, my revenue is I have no problem saying this. My revenue is tanked this month because I stopped doing Rings of Power videos. Um, More importantly, did you turn in by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I stopped. There's only so much you can do. Like, unless have I talked about this with you before? I forget because I talked to so many other people. Like, there's only so much you can do unless you're gonna just make videos that are all about I fucking hate Amazon.
Yeah.
It's the culture war. If I make culture war videos and bitch about how Amazon's ran by women and it's a woke agenda and they're ruining all our favorite franchises because they're making the main heroes females. Like, if I make those videos, then I can see massive growth like all of these other people. But that's not my alignment. Like, that's not who I am, and it's not
Doesn't
what
matter who you are. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Gotta make it. Gotta do it.
Yeah, apparently the only way to grow your channel is to do outrage culture, and it's like I don't want to do outrage culture. Like, I'm watching these, there's half a dozen content creators I watch who just play video games, and they're generally like Carnage. Carnage doesn't make, outrage videos. And so I'm like, I just want to try to focus and put my head down and make good quality content. And
Yeah. I think growth, like long-term growth, comes from that. You know what I
yes,
mean? Because like you're building an audience, and people are like, okay, this guy's genuine. We like the explosive growth and the people that fall out too.
yeah,
Because you've seen how.
no,
Like,
exactly, because they went away. I've
yep.
lost, a whole bunch of this because they don't give a shit about the rest of the things I do. So it's like, well, if you don't give a
Yep.
shit about the rest of the things I do, then fuck off. And also,
Yep.
um, the I've started for the first time in the history of my channel the last 2 weeks. I'm just deleting people off my channel. Like, if you look at my reviews, like I did so I did my review of Willow, and I immediately had like my normal channel average is like 98% thumbs up, like a 98% positive rating. 48 to 48. And that video had like immediately within and it averaged out to like 80% or something. But when the video first came out, like the first hour and a half, I had like 90% downvotes. Like, everybody was downvoting the video, and I had all these comments about how you're just a paid shill for Disney and you just like transvestites and blah, 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 blah. And it was just people just raging against Disney. And I just started deleting the comments. I'm like, delete user from channel, delete user from channel, delete user from channel, delete user from channel. Like, I do not want that shit on my channel. Like, and unfortunately, because of the Rings of Power rant videos, I had quite a few of those people who were following the channels. I've probably deleted like about 75 to 100 people over the last like 2 weeks who just want to come on and leave stupid comments on my videos.
Yeah.
And there's
I
also
mean,
a
like,
portion. Good.
I just don't understand people. Like, I have a lot of strong opinions about things, right?
True,
But
I do
guess what?
too.
The internet doesn't care, so I don't post. Oh God, you're gonna die. So I don't post those things on the internet, like, like, because it's not constructive, it's not helpful. Because I have many times typed things out and been like, you know what? I'm not gonna say that.
I only have that with Saga of Lucemia stuff. I have to make myself not, and the only reason is because of legal reasons. That's the only reason I don't say a lot of things about that. Because
Sure.
oh boy, would I love to say things. I'm locked in combat now.
Me too. That's what I don't. I think we killed them all.
But the other thing too was when we had the whiny little bitches who left. no doubt, my WoW videos were getting traffic from all of those whiny little bitches.
Yeah.
And once the whiny little bitches went away, yeah, we lost, the 10 or 15 people who were watching videos. They went away. Which, in the grand scope of things, like you said,
They were gonna leave anyways.
right, they would have left at some point anyway down the road. So, bye-bye, whiny little bitches.
No, bishes.
Bishes, sorry, it was
Bishes.
bishes, not bitches. Yeah, so this
See you
month is
later.
just it's gonna be a eat beans and rice month.
Isn't that what you eat anyways?
Yes, but I joke about it, so shut up. All right, we gotta kill these things and burn their corpses.
All of them? Or just the trolls?
I don't know. It says flame. It's got scourge trolls burned. Oh shit, we may need to do that.
Hey, this
Yeah.
guy's really big and
Oh shit, that's a.
yeah.
So hold up. It's the You better run. So go back up a little bit and chuck a grenade. Chuck your thing from the question with this dude. And you got to be a long way away. Oh crap.
Oh, I see. They move so fast.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm trying to burn you.
Oh shit.
Go away. Oh god, I'm gonna die!
And there's a named. Watch out. Come up the hill a little bit. I don't want to get another one. Oh, we got him anyway. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna run down here and set him on fire. Alright, let's try this again. I'm gonna chuck way back in the corner and see, 'cause there's a whole grouping of them back there. Okay. Is he coming for you? Or maybe he's
I don't
just...
think so.
And I also don't want to be in the position of well,
There's 2020.
there's 20. You and I know because I don't have the need to make tons of money, right?
Sure.
To pay bills like other people do. I'm not naming names because I don't. Oh man, these guys stunned me. I'm gonna keep riding if I can. 'Cause some of my friends who are streamers are in the position where because they need X amount of dollars to survive every month, which I need as well, but not as much as they need. They're required to stream titles, and
Sure.
if they don't stream those titles, they get nasty messages from their fans, and then people just are like, screw you, and I'm like, that just sucks. Like, I want people to be on my channel because they enjoy me and Chris, not because of the game that I play.
Yep. No, I wasn't bitten. You turn on me.
Yeah. Alright, now we gotta go back to Granite Springs. So I'm just plugging away now this month. I told Chris, and Chris is happy to. She's been having fun, although the dungeon thing stressed her. She's like, we're not doing that again live, and I was like, I'm sorry, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Here, dude. You're supposed to be taking a horse. Somehow. Not sure how.
Throw at the pursuers, which I don't see anybody yet.
Did you get on the horse?
I did. I'm totally riding behind him. I'm
You
snuggling.
You stole my horse, you cocksucker. I, oh, I gotta go get my own escort guy now.
Oh,
That's
did it?
awesome.
That's funny. It didn't. I didn't realize it was gonna only
I'm
do
like,
one.
I'm like, hey, you gotta come over here and get a horse. So he like ran over there and got a horse. That's
Oh my God! There's a ton of these dudes. Ah!
I can't do that yet.
yeah. I already listened to all your dialogue earlier.
That spell isn't finished.
Oh my God! There's a ton of these like werewolves. Oh my God! And they run as fast as I do. How is that possible?
Can't cast that yet. That's still charging.
And I'm stuck in the water. No!
That ability.
Go faster! Okay, this is kind of an intense thingy. My horse is slowly dying. This is not cool. And they keep stunning me. I may have made it. I may have survived. Where is he running to, by the way? No, they're back. They're back. I lied. Spoke too soon. Oh my God! There's a lot of them!
That's still recharging.
Oh my fracking
Yeah,
egg.
you just gotta spam the abilities, dude, and try to kill them, because there's a lot. And that number 3
Yeah.
is really important, because it's gonna slow them. And keep them off your back as much as possible. Better use the number 3 when there's, like, multiples on you.
That spell isn't finished.
Because it, like, slows them for a minute. Oh, I'm half health. Oh. Oh, it jumped across the river. Oh, and I got a bear on me. Fuck!
I can't do that yet.
And a deer.
This is intense.
Yeah, dude, this is crazy. Where is he taking me? All the way back to the Amber Pine Lodge, I guess?
Yes.
I'm holding tight. Save me, Ducal! Save me! Don't worry, that's just my dagger hill poking you in the back. I promise. Well, that was intense, for sure. I survived. I made it. My horse is about 3/4 health. Anyway, Chris is really enjoying, so I'm happy that she's having fun.
There's a bear.
Yeah, dude, I got a bear too. Yeah. And she was gonna start drawing last night, but then she decided to take care of Frank last night. Which I thought she was gonna do that today. She's like, nope. And she has a wedding she has to go to, so.
Oh, weddings. I love weddings. Drinks all around.
Yeah.
Forge alliance.
Run, horsey, run.
Huh. And he keeps getting stunned. Yes, I don't know if we'll do. We might do Warcraft this morning. I don't know what she wants to do this morning.
Oh, whew, I made it. That was one of the more interesting quests I've done.
Yeah, I definitely got the blood pumping.
eh, meh. We ran so many dungeons that a lot of my gear is better than the quest.
What is this game everybody's yelling at me about?
What game?
Dwarf Fortress?
I don't
Oh,
know.
no thanks. It's like a 2D pixel game. I don't want to play that.
Your viewership does. Okay.
Yeah, I've
They
been
want
having
you to
like
play.
3 people say the Dwarven Princess needs to play this game. It says build a
Play it.
fortress and try to help your. It's $30. I'm not gonna go spend a game that 2 people want me to play.
Wow.
If there was like 50 people clamoring for me to play it, sure.
Some of those 2D pixel games are kind of fun. Like me and Tristan like to play Broforce. It's like an old school side scroller,
Hmm.
and it's like you got guys with guns, and you gotta just go through the level and blow shit up. Yeah,
Bro Force.
Broforce.
Gotcha. Gotcha, bro.
That's literally like they. That's literally how they talk. Like it's pretty stupid, but we have a lot of fun.
That sounds stupid.
It's definitely one of those like couch co-op games. Like you gotta
Okay,
have
yeah.
a buddy there, and it helps if you got
Yeah.
a couple beers. Like
Yeah.
move the hard way. Oh, they transform.
I just dragged my group window. Gosh darn it. I should have locked that window. How many more do we need? Just one?
Yeah, and then a named or something.
Okay. He's up in the building. Make some
Hey,
health
you're like-
first.
As I say, you're like half health, by the
Just gotta pull those mobs. Didn't feign. I will say one of the funny things about watching Chris learn how to play Warcraft is like she's learned very quickly where the heal myself button is. And she did use feign death the other night. I did have to yell. I was like, "Play dead, play dead!" But then she did it, and then she immediately stood back up, and I was like, like telling her, "Stay down," and she didn't understand what I was talking about, and she jumped right back up and died.
way. That's awesome.
It's all good. It's part of the learning process, which is fun. It's funny because she's having fun doing it, which is the most important part. I don't know if we'll do more today or tomorrow.
Yeah, because MMOs are a lot like, because like Faith tried several MMOs and she just never, like she didn't like, she didn't have fun. Like she was having fun because I was having fun, but
That's exactly what I think is happening. Is she's having fun because I'm having fun, but she also, I will admit, she is enjoying the storyline because of all the
Right.
cutscenes and stuff.
yes.
And so I think as long
See,
as there's
Faith's
that
one
element.
of those people. Faith's one of those people. She skips the dialogue. Like
Wow! No.
in any of the games, she's like, she's like, I just want to play the game. She's like, if I wanted to read, I'd read a book. If I wanted to watch a movie, I'd watch a movie. And I was like, fair point.
That's not
Fair
wrong, but
So if the gameplay sucks, she won't play it. Like,
that's very interesting.
Yeah, I can't remember what game she was playing with the kids the other day. Oh, Spyro. I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember that from the PlayStation. I have the remastered versions for the Switch for the kids and me. And she was trying to help the kids with that, and I come in here and she's like skipping through all the cutscene parts. I'm like, well, we all want to watch that.
I just want to kill monsters.
Yeah. Because I want to get Hogwarts or whatever the
Oh,
hell
I
they're
do
gonna call
too. I can't wait for
it.
that.
And I was hoping she would play it, but it looks like it's gonna be heavily story driven, and
Oh,
she might
yeah,
be into that
yeah.
because she's really into Harry Potter. But I don't know. We'll have to see.
It looks entirely story driven.
Yeah, but like you can have your own like
What brings you
housing. It looks
Uh-huh.
like so like if you're Slytherin, you get oh yeah.
God
So
is
I
what
think
you'll
that
do.
I mean I'm pretty sure
May
she'd
the
like that.
Oh, I can't
That's
wait.
that's another reason I want an Xbox because I don't have a like they're releasing it on PS4, but I don't. I mean like if the graphics are better, like I want to play next.
So here's the thing. I have God of War on the PS4, and I've watched the 4K videos on YouTube of people playing it on the PS5. Does it look better on the PS5? Um, a little bit, but not $700 better. You know what I mean? Like,
That's what I've always felt, but like I don't know.
it's also the difference between, you're going to get better frames and other stuff. So I mean, it is a better experience, but is it $700 better? That's the question I would ask people. Because at some point they're just going to stop releasing games on the PS4 entirely.
Well, and what I don't understand, they've got to get caught up because like they're in this limbo of, well, we have to release it on the previous generations because not everybody has the next gen consoles, which aren't even next gen anymore. They've been out for
Two
almost 2 years.
years, yeah.
And so here pretty quick they're gonna want to be releasing the actual next gens, and we're gonna have these 3 generations of consoles that the same game's gonna be released on.
Well, what's
Because
interesting is like there are like Cyberpunk is an example. Let's just go turn in this quest over at Granite Springs for the Scorch because that's way over there, and I feel like we're maybe done over there before we continue this next chain. Cyberpunk's next update is next gen only. The DLC. It's not going to be available on the PS5 and or PS4, sorry, or Xbox One and all that stuff. And we got some fans who are like, "That's not fair," like, and it's like, yeah, but it's you know they want to push that next gen product because they're going to get more profit out of it. And also, why wouldn't they push the next gen? Because at some point you just need to move forward to the next console. So some companies are making that decision, but only I feel like it's only the big companies that are like making AAA games because they can afford to say screw it, we're only going to launch on this because you are going to lose, thousands of sales by only doing next gen because there's a lot of people who still don't have a next gen console or can't afford a next gen console. If I had tried to buy an Xbox in the position that I'm in right now, it would not have been possible. I was able to get that when I was still high on the hog with an actual job. Oh, yep, this did have a follow-up. It was for Draktheron Keep, so guess what we're doing tomorrow night? Which we've already done that dungeon a few times, but we finally have a quest that goes in there. Excuse me. Ready?
the blue quests are those dailies? I can't
Yes,
remember.
those are like reputation daily quests.
Okay. Oh, I'm not burning more of those trolls. No,
No,
that
no, no, no,
kinda
no, no,
sucks.
no, no.
Yeah, I don't know. See, like I have to resist the temptation because the game store just got in a backwards compatible PS3, which means it can play all the PS2 games, and those are pretty rare anymore. And they want 220 bucks for it, and I'm like, oh, that would be so cool. And I'm like, nope, nope, nope.
Don't do it.
But the thing is, man, like with the PS2 and the PS3 and the Xbox 360s, there's thousands of titles
So, you know
on
what's
there.
funny? Because I only had my PS4 for, I bought it in 2017, right? So
Yep.
I had it for 5 years, 6 years. So I had it for the bulk of its lifespan, not the entirety of its lifespan. And it's a slim, which I didn't even realize it was a slim until, honestly, till this year. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Oh, that's
I didn't realize I had a PS4 Slim until this year. Like
That's funny.
I never looked.
I remember talking to you about it when we looked at buying them.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. So, I got a good deal on it whenever we did. It was like $250 or whatever it was,
Yep.
$300.
Yep.
And it still works fine, knock on wood, and everything else. And so I because I play a lot of games. I have at least 50 games in my library um, on the PS4. Like, I had to resist the urge the other day to like load up Last of Us 1 and 2. And I was like, nope, because the show's coming out on my birthday, and it's like, it would be fun to go back and play the first game again and like, get freshed up on the lore and everything else. And I was like, nope, not gonna do it. Don't have time. But there's so many good games on it, and then you start going back and go to the PS4 and the PS1, and there's just good games everywhere.
Yeah. Cause see, like I have the original God of War on PS2, and it's still a good game, man. Like, see, I enjoy playing the older games, cause I don't know why, I just do. Probably because I grew up with them, so like to me the graphics don't look terrible because I have fond memories of those graphic styles.
Did you get credit for
But
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, no, no,
All
no,
right.
no.
Use the
Gotta do
orb.
this. Yep. I've been watching you. Not. What? Why did it not work?
Just check that you have credit. You might have credit for it in your quests journal.
Oh, yeah, it just didn't show up in my tracker. Okay. Been watching you play Indiana Jones. That's been fun.
Oh man, that's so I actually ironically, I know one of my friends played it when I was growing up, but I think I must not have ever played it because I have zero recollections. So I'm putting it all out there even when I'm struggle bussing and like spending 30 minutes trying to find out a stupid puzzle. Like yesterday's video, the one that aired yesterday, I literally
Yeah.
couldn't figure something out. Like I literally ended the video telling people like, "Hey guys, sorry, I'll be back next episode to figure this out," because I've played enough adventure games now to know if you get to that point on one of those games, it's because whatever you need is not in the area where you're at. And so you just need to go to the next area, and there's going to be something there that you can find. So I played yesterday when my internet. Oh, by the way, the reason my internet was out yesterday was because a transformer blew. I thought because it's the holidays right here, so there's people are throwing those stupid fireworks off, and see it constantly sounds like
Oh.
there's explosions. One of those happened at like 4:30 yesterday morning. I thought it was just some drunk out there throwing fireworks. It turns out it was a transformer that blew and knocked out power to the. We do need to kill all these. Knocked out power to the internet provider. Anyway, so while the internet was out, I went ahead and played a session yesterday, and in yesterday's session, which is airing today, I went to the next location, and sure enough, I found the thing that I needed to complete the quest at the other location. And it was pretty obvious once I got there. It was like, oh, this is for that, you know. But it's very difficult to not look things up. Like
Oh,
the
absolutely.
temptation is right there. It's like you could just Google it. It'd take you 30 seconds.
Yep.
And it's like, no, I'm doing this to challenge my brain and to, you know, do it like I, would have played it for the very first time. And honestly, it's a really good game. Like it's really really good.
Who released that? Who developed it?
LucasArts, which no
LucasArts.
longer
Okay.
exists. It's called
Right.
Lucasfilms Games now.
Yeah.
They did all the original X-Wing games. Yeah, they even did like the Star Wars Commando, all the
Oh yeah,
Rogue
that's right. Yeah.
Squadron.
Yep.
They released a lot of good games over the years.
I think they even did the um. Oh, I can't remember their names now. The Star Wars games that came out on PS2 didn't. I think they did
The
those
Knights of the
too.
Old Republic?
No, that was
Force
for 360.
Awakens?
No, 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 no. Like Revenge of the Sith was one of them. I
Oh.
think I think Attack of the Clones was the other one. I don't know if that's what they actually
Oh yeah, it was the Phantom Menace. Yeah, it was totally Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, totally. PS1
Yeah,
and PS2.
but I should say, yeah, Phantom Menace was PS1.
I'm pretty sure they helped produce, because they have the license. You know what I mean? Like,
Revenge of the Sith was a great game.
Phantom Menace was a great game. Like, I remember playing with my friends. You know, we'd just be able to, you know, get
That's
all the
a
different characters and.
So if you have a complete inbox, like with the manual, and it's not scratched and it's playable, it's like a, well, it was when I was trading all the time. It was like a $25-$30 game.
It's pretty good.
And because I want a copy of it, but I can't find a copy of it other than online. And I'd rather try to find one. It's a challenge finding one out in the real world,
Mm.
but nobody has one. But yeah, I played that game because I don't know. I remember you or Josh playing it at some point, and I was watching you when I was a kid. It had to have been you. But see, I borrowed it from Tristan in high school and played it. Because there was also Jedi Power Battles, which you were Obi-Wan as a Padawan, and you basically go around and slay Roger Rogers.
By the way, dude, sorry, I'm trying to find the entrance to this place. I'm not listening.
No, you're good.
Because it's below us, but somehow we have to find the entrance. And
I
the
didn't know what
entrance
we
that
were.
it shows me on the map is not the entrance. Oh, I bet it's this tree stump up here. Yep. Here it is. Phantom Menace was cool. I remember having a lot of fun when it came out.
Yeah, because like you can fall through the floor in some places, and it takes you to different levels.
Yep. But LucasArts, excuse me, they put out a lot more than just Star Wars games back in the day. When I was growing up, they did like, I don't know if you've ever played, Full Throttle was a game they did, which was like, it's like a
Oh yeah.
science fiction motorcycle game, and
Yep.
then you're all bikers. Mark Hamill did voices, and it's really good. So they released Day of the Tentacle, the Monkey Island games. They were right there with Sierra neck and neck for many years, just putting out really good. Oh, but here's one that's I reviewed it on my channel too. At the very start of that project, the Point and Click Classics project. It's called The Dig. So Steven Spielberg was the one who produced it, and he had a bunch of Hollywood actors come do voices for it, and it was like
Oh,
one of
I
the.
remember. Yeah, I remember when you did that review on that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it is such a good game, and that was like the peak of Lucasfilms or LucasArts, the games that they made. Because after that, it kind of all just went downhill because point and click games kind of went away, because people were moving towards the 3D
Right.
games, and then eventually to mmorpgs, and now we're at multiplayer co-op stuff. But Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis has been really, really, really fun. Like, I'm genuinely like, I'm eager to I'm doing it every single day. I take 30 minutes, I record an episode, and I produce it for the next day. So it's like episode 6 is coming out today, and then at some point today I'll record episode 7, which will come out tomorrow, and I'm just going to go all the way through. And then as soon as that's done, I've already had a request to do King's Quest V and King's Quest 6, which I'm happy to do because I haven't played those games in years. So I'm going to go do King's Quest V and King's Quest 6 next. And then I've got this one called Robin Hood Conquest of the Longbow, which I never played. I remember drooling over the cover art when I was a kid. And it's like the biggest adventure game that Sierra ever made. It was like the peak of their like innovation.
Oh, that'll be fun then.
Yeah. So I've got the next few months planned out with point and click games, which is fine because that's promotion for all the stuff that we're doing.
Oh, I didn't get all my damn slime, did you?
I did. Do we need to go back? Okay, yeah.
Mother fracker. I only have 5.
Oh,
Going
well,
east.
I won't take the follow-ups then, because I don't know if they're gonna be to do things, and I don't want to get ahead of you.
Where was that? That was up at the east.
Any of them, basically. There's
Yeah.
3.
3 of them, yeah, I see 'em. I thought I had all of them, so I didn't kill anymore.
You still need 5, or you have 5?
I have 5.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. Don't attack yet. All right, free for all is on. Go ahead.
Can't cast that yet. Too far away.
He ran away.
There it is.
Well, oh, today is today the 8th. Tomorrow's the 8th. Tomorrow they're releasing the. I think they're announcing the release date and the official gameplay for the first time of the new the Jedi Fallen Order game. It's called Jedi Survivor.
Yes.
I'm just gonna. I will buy that game. I have no problems. That's gonna be one.
Right, that was another one of those games that was worth the asking price, you know?
Yes, yes.
Greetings. Asha
Let's see.
Kala.
Now they need to make a Willow game. I would totally play a Willow game.
They might. You know?
Oh, these are going to be all the forball we saw when we were running up the path the other day. That fallen tree. So this morning, if you get a chance to watch it whenever you're finished with chores and stuff, I'm doing my first ever scripted video on the history of the dwarves, or the origin of the dwarves. Sorry, it's the origin of the dwarves, and then I'm gonna do one on the
Sure.
history of the dwarves from Middle Earth. We'll
Oh, that'd
see.
be
I've
cool.
never done a scripted video before, so it was my first attempt at. Like I've watched like Nerd of the Rings and all these other guys like produce these types of videos, so I was like, I'm gonna try my hand at that and see what it does for my channel, like just to see if it gets good views and all that stuff. But I tell you what, it was a lot of work because I don't produce any of my videos. I sit down and I just talk for 15-20 minutes. That's what I've done for like all the years I've been doing my channel. And this was actually, I have to go source all these images, and I have to write a script, and then I have to record various takes, and I mean, it took about, I don't know. This one probably took, in total, maybe about 6 hours.
Yeesh.
Which is not a ton of time, but also it's, it was like producing, if I can produce one video in 20 minutes, I could do 3 an hour. I could have produced 15 to 20 videos in the time that I produced one. So now the question is, does it make enough money to justify, doing another one?
Yeah.
Does it make enough money, and does it bring in enough subscribers? That's the key.
Right, because if that's cool, then you could go into like the Dunedain and
Oh yeah, no, that's what I've trust me, I've been looking at what like Nerd of the Rings and all these other guys do, and that's what they do. They do deep dives into all these different components, like the journeys of Gandalf. What was young Aragorn up to? What was Arwen doing? For all those years, and it's like, oh, I could totally do that kind of stuff if I wanted to. But the question is, that's already been done by so many people. Is there an audience for me to give my unique take on things? Because one of the things I was doing today with my videos, like, yes, it's the history, it's the origin of the dwarves, but I also, I bring in the whole dwarven women have beard component, because that's gotta have that.
Gimli even says it in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
He uses
is
the
he
dialogue from the film. He uses
Yeah.
the dialogue from the books.
Yeah, like, not makes power though.
Apparently we need blood from these dudes, which is apparently gonna be...
I got one.
I need to get closer. Let's still be charging.
Too bad I can't skin these.
I don't have a target.
Hey, did you? Oh, it didn't matter, I guess.
Did I switch it back? Yes, I did.
Yeah, the lit. Okay.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Did you ever play the old Hobbit game for? It was on like PS2 and Xbox 360, I think.
No, but I watched Josh play it that one day.
Too far
Yeah,
away.
that's a really fun game. If you ever get a chance, like any of your retro game series, if that fits in, that's a man. That's a great game. And it might be like PS4 did that subscription where you could get all the old
Yeah, yeah.
PlayStation games.
Yeah.
Does Xbox do that?
No, but they just have... No, they don't.
Because I play The Hobbit on Xbox, the original Xbox. But you could also play it on PS2, which means you could probably get it on your PS4.
Finally
That's
got
what
my
I'm
first
saying.
blood.
Not
Yeah, I
that
don't
you
know.
need more games to play, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I totally spaced out because I need to go look at the Epic Game Launcher because they're giving out free games all throughout the month for Christmas. And I keep forgetting to go check.
There's too many games, man.
That... Dude, that's exactly the thing. There's too many games. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty much done with MMOs. I'm playing a few that I play with Nathan and stuff at nights, but you know, and this I'm playing this with you. But honestly, if it weren't for you and Nathan, and the people that I play games with, like like Kel and Rolf and the handful of people that I play MMOs with, if it weren't for those people, I wouldn't play MMOs anymore. Like I'm just over it. There's
Well,
too
the
many
reason I
other
play
good
this,
games.
well, that's the thing. Like the reason I play these games is because like we can play them together, and it's easy to play them together. Like console gaming so far has not been like the easiest time was when you were actually here.
Hmm. This is actually an interesting dialogue here.
Dead.
So this is about that big tree we've seen falling down, and these are like the limbs of it. That was a really cool story. So now I understand what we're seeing falling all over the landscape.
Oh, and that's also why they turned into monsters.
Yeah. So the thing is like we've been seeing the limbs that have fallen down. Like the tree trunk is like I don't know that we've seen the tree trunk yet.
Well, wasn't that really huge thing we saw? Wasn't that
Maybe. Yeah, we're
tree
about
trunk?
to
'Cause it was like,
we're in that area, so we're going back down. Excuse me. Sorry about that. We are going back down there in that direction. What were we talking about before this, though? We got sidetracked.
stop.
Oh, but I feel like you and I, though, there's co-op. It's like Baldur's Gate 3, which is coming out next year. Oh, by the way, that's
like
also
Divinity.
yes, and that's also I think the big trailer and announcement date's coming tomorrow at the Game Awards.
I honestly wouldn't mind. Like I loved the hell out of playing Divinity Original Sin 2, which is basically it's the same genre as an MMO. You know what I mean? Like it's fantasy.
Well,
But
and that's what I'm getting at is like, if all you're going to be playing with is a group of like 4 of your friends, 3 of your friends, like you don't need to play an MMO. You can buy a co-op game and have great co-op experiences. So I'm just starting to feel like I don't need to play MMOs anymore because I'm only
now,
playing with a small group of people.
gaming PCs are fixing to be a thing of the past, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, costing $5,000-$6,000. Fuck that.
Well, and the consoles are outperforming most.
Oh, nah, that's a funny thing. I think so too, but I have some people in my community who are, that's not true. And I'm like, that's just because you're a master PC race and you don't want to accept that.
Well, okay, if you have top of the line PC,
Yes. Yeah.
sure. If you've got, $6,000-$7,000 in your PC, absolutely. But like mine, no.
No, and like I was playing Fallout with Maduros yesterday, and on Monday nights I play with him. I guess that was 2 nights ago. And so he's got a 4090 or whatever it is, 4080, and so that ahead of us, Joey, I think is the big tree.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the big
Okay.
tree. That's what I saw earlier.
So I'm on a 1080 and I'm playing Fallout 76 on medium settings because my PC just can't handle it at max. Now when I played on the Xbox, of course you're playing it at max because I'm on the Series X. So I was struggle bussing, and it was like that was the first time my PC or my laptop has actually struggle bussed. Like I've played a lot of games on this computer. I've had it for 5-6 years or whatever, and I've never felt this thing struggle until. And Fallout 76 is not a new game. Like that's 5-6 years old now at this point. But just because of the way they've optimized it and everything else, it's feeling its age. And I was like, man, and I told Chris, I was like, I don't see the need to buy a gaming PC ever again because I don't care about any of the games because all the games that come out these days, for the most part, they come out with a console variant. So if they're all going to have a console variant, I would happily just own a console and play those games on the Xbox, and have a middle of the road PC.
I was just say, yeah, because like all the Steam games, all the indie titles,
Yeah.
the middle of the road
More than sufficient.
computer is gonna handle it. Yeah.
Oh, I need to watch my health. Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel the same way. That's why I told Faith, I said, when I do finally decide to upgrade my PC, I'm just gonna buy a gaming laptop. Like, there's no need. I don't see a need anymore to, go spend $4,000 or $5,000 and build
Nope.
a new PC.
$1,500 is all you should spend.
Yeah. Maybe 2,500 if you want like a 17-inch monitor instead of a 15 or
Right,
something.
right, and
But
all the
but-
RAM.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know. Like when I built this computer, obviously I had development in mind, so that's why it cost so much. But so I did lots of research on what I needed for all that. But like Unreal 5 and everything like that, they're optimizing it so that
Mm-hmm.
everything can work better, and so you don't need this beastly thing. I don't know. Technology's advancing. Come on, I need 1 blood. Give me your blood.
Oh, I need a lot more than 1. Oh, why is he attacking? Oh, but he drops blood too. Should we go up? Maybe not. Just keep going around.
Too far away.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like co-op is the way of the future. There's, especially watching the game that we were involved in, Crash and Burn.
Yep.
And also just watching games like New World crash and burn, despite having hundreds of millions of dollars spent on them. I think the days of MMORPGs are gone. I think it's mostly these days just everybody wants they just want something they can play with their friends, but they don't necessarily need something that they want to. Here's the thing: if I make a game like Destiny, I can play it with my friends, but guess what? It also has a multiplayer component. And so I can not only play with my friends, I can then join a queue and go group up with other people and play with them too if I want to. So you don't have to make an MMORPG game. You just need to make a game that has some sort of multiplayer component. Um, but it's basically you're making a single player game that allows for people to do things with their friends. That's literally what you're making at that point. And that doesn't require a subscription. You know, you have to monetize it in a different way, of course. Did you ding or is that my pet that dinged?
That was your pet.
How close are you?
3.5 bubbles away.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah, I bet the I don't know. I think you're right about MMOs.
I think that the game that we were working on would have been successful under different leadership, with different objectives. Like if we kept the objectives that we set out with, which was
Oh yeah.
shooting for 5,000 subscribers, no one's being greedy, um, and you know we're all just here to make part-time hobby income from it. I think it would have been fine.
Absolutely.
Being developed in that mentality. But there, I just don't see.
There's never gonna be another World of Warcraft. That's the
No.
fact of the matter. Fact of the matter.
And I don't see even big games. It's to retain
Well, how many
enough.
subscribers does well, and it's not doesn't even have subscribers anymore, but Elder Scrolls Online. That's the only other one that I know that has a healthy.
Well, Final Fantasy 14.
Oh well, that's true. I never played.
Final Fantasy 14, World of Warcraft. They are maintaining, as far as I understand the numbers, a couple million paying subscribers. But those numbers are way down from the peak days, like World of Warcraft having 12 million subscribers around Cataclysm. You know, those days are gone. And I think a lot of that's just because people are like, it's because World of Warcraft sucks these days. No, it doesn't. It's because the industry shifted and we went from having a few people developing games to everyone is developing games. And now there's 500 games available that we can play. By the way, I'm done with that.
Yeah, me too. Well, and like you said, like I feel like back in the day, like World of Warcraft was an amazing game, right? It still is, but like the thing you could do and everything like that. Well, then we got games like Skyrim, where you could do all those things in a single player
Mhm.
game.
hmm How are you doing on time, by the way?
I got like probably 10, 15 minutes.
I think we can go down and do
Well,
that Children of.
already 5:40. I got like 10 minutes.
We should probably just return to the lodge then. Probably quickest to go up here to this place because there's a flight point. Because the next part of that Children of Ursoc quest for the lore is way southeast of us.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I don't think we have enough time to run down there and do that and then fly back. You're not wrong. Like Skyrim is a good example. I don't know. I just think that I think Baldur's Gate 3 is going to change the shape. Like, oh, another good example though is look at what Valheim did. Valheim
Yes.
is a single player game with a multiplayer component, so you can play it with your friends, up to 20 people on a server. No subscription. Just buy the game and you can play it. And it's like it has sold millions of copies, and they're already talking about a sequel. Like it hasn't even launched officially, and they're already talking about a sequel. Like why wouldn't they? Like it sold so many copies, like and it was originally put together by what, 3 or 4 people? I forget. It was 3 or 4. Um, so it didn't have a huge development team, but it had a smart development team who just did a bunch of procedural stuff and used technology to make something that players could sink their teeth into, which is brilliant. I mean, it's Minecraft but with a Viking theme. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Um, and I think Baldur's Gate 3 is going to revolutionize. But not just that. Like I played Solasta. So Solasta is essentially Baldur's Gate 3, but on an indie budget. So they did like a $1.8 million Kickstarter, and they're a very small independent team out of France. They developed a couple titles already before they did the Kickstarter for Solasta. Solasta uses 5th edition rules. Dude, you would love Solasta. It's turn-based, like Divinity Sin, but it like shows you all the dice rolls, and it's its own original world set in 5th edition, just like what we're doing with the Weave and the Void. And it's the perfect example of what a small indie team can do with a small budget, like a couple $1 million. And they have since it came out, they've done 2 or 3 different DLCs. They just added more classes. The other DLC just launched the other day. They added crossplay. They added console support. Like every time I turn around, they're enhancing the base game because they have enough of a core audience that they can keep building that game up and doing good things with it. And I think that is the perfect example because guess what? You can play it with your 3 friends, and it doesn't matter if they have an Xbox or a PC or a PlayStation, they can play together. Like, that's the way to go. Like, screw this whole, you have to have a PC, so you can only play it on a PC.
Well, that's why if you've seen World of Warcraft's talking about launching a console version.
Well, I watched somebody play. There's a Curse Gaming. Curse Forged has an app or an add-on. Excuse me. There's an add-on you can actually get for Warcraft retail, which lets you play it on a controller. And it looks exactly like because I actually never played Final Fantasy 14 on the PC. I played it on the PlayStation. Because they have controller support. I did actually try it on the PC one time, but I preferred it on the controller. Like it was easy to play and it's better on my hands. Anyway, well,
I played Neverwinter Nights or whatever, or
yeah,
Neverwinter, called Neverwinter.
yeah,
And you could have like 3 people in your party.
yep, yep.
It was an MMO. I played it on the PS4. Tristan and I played till like level 30, and it played great. We had a lot of fun.
I think that's a perfect
actually,
example.
Actually, it was a really good game. Like I wish. There again, the reason I quit playing is Tristan quit playing. So
Right.
like didn't
So
have
like
anybody to play with. So
that's the thing.
screw
It's
it.
like I wouldn't. There's no reason for me to play World of Warcraft Classic at all. No reason for me to play this game other than you're playing it, Nathan's playing it. You know what I mean? Retail, I would probably play retail like I play Star Wars: Old Republic. Now that I know what retail is, I don't think I have any problem jumping in and playing the newest expansions for storyline content because it's like Star Wars: Old Republic. I jump in every year and a half, play the latest expansion, go away. Then I do it with Lord of the Rings Online. Then I go do it with whatever. But honestly, with console stuff, like they're making these games so big now. It took me 6 months to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. 6 months to beat that game. And the way it's going with God of War, I'm only playing it like 2 sessions a week, and each session is 2 to 3 hours. And it's going to take me 3-4 months to beat that game. And I'm about to do The Witcher 3 Enhanced Edition. That'll keep me busy with that. Between that and the Lego Star Wars, I'll be busy until that Hogwarts game comes out in March. So I'll have plenty to keep me occupied until then. Anyway, bro.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Do we want to do we don't have to do a stand-up tonight. I have a raid tonight. We probably should do a stand-up though, because we need to talk about end-of-year stuff. Maybe Thursday or Friday after we play.
Cool.
All right. I'll catch you later.
See you, man.
See ya. All right, folks. I'm out. I'll be back later today. I'm not sure if Chris and I are streaming Warcraft this morning later on, or if I'm going to be doing more Star Wars Lego stuff. Probably Star Wars Lego stuff, unless I don't know what Chris's plans are today. But I'll be raiding tonight in Wrath Classic. We have Nax raid tonight, so we'll definitely be back for that tonight. Catch you guys later.